Hello and welcome to another edition of Motor Cars Enthusiasts. Right off the bat on the old show today, I think we've talked about in one of the last videos that this Range Rover Sport SVR, and there's a tons of videos of this thing pounding around the old Nürburgring Nordschleife loop in heavy testing. Now this particular vehicle is going to be the high end as far as performance version for the Range Rover brand, getting that 5-liter supercharged V8, putting out 542 brake horsepower. Well, apparently this vehicle, at least in testing trim and not in full production mode, which Jaguar Land Rover claims that they may be able to go a tad bit quicker once all the bugs are sorted out, but this vehicle has gone a record lap around the Nordschleife loop for an SUV, and that is being at 8 minutes and 14 seconds, which is super fast for a vehicle that's this big. So it's going to be very exciting if they get that thing tiled in and be able to make another lap and see what the record may fall as far as that's concerned. Very intriguing. That is one seriously quick sport utility unit. Next up on the list, the folks over at Renaultsport put out a very small little teaser video showing off what appears to be a full-blown race car, this being the RS01. Now this particular machine, this is a little shot of the screenshot from the actual video. It's got a massive rear wing on the back of this thing, and I'll put this up on the Facebook page if you want to check it out over there. Nothing is known about this thing other than this vehicle probably going to be making well over 500 brake horsepower out of the power unit in this particular vehicle. But we do have a release date, which is August 27th of 2014. We'll hopefully know a whole lot more before then. But if not, August 27th will be the release date for the brand new Renaultsport RS01. Next up on the list, well, cell phones are always kind of a little hot button deal when it comes to driving. There's been a lot of driving and accidents that have happened during the use of a mobile phone. Now, this being said, distracted driving has been around ever since the automobile has existed. But it seems to really have been ramped up, or at least in a lot of people's minds, when it comes to the fact of the mobile phone device. Now, the headquarters for Motor Cars Enthusiasts is actually in a state that now has a somewhat of a wonky law when it comes to mobile phones. Now, at least at the beginning of the year, you can't actually answer your phone when it does ring. Well, you can if it's one motion. If it's two motions, that's illegal, which is very hard to regulate, at least in my mind. But there is some weird situation when it comes to this particular deal. Because if you're surfing the music that's in your phone, or if not to mention if you're using the navigation part of your phone, that's totally legal. There's no regulations on that particular deal. But when it comes to actually answering phone calls or answering text or sending text, this is an illegal situation. But the folks over in the UK have actually stepped that up a notch, according to the folks over at Autoline.tv. As now they're going to do a deal. If you are involved in an accident, they're going to confiscate your phone and check the files inside to see if you were actually on the phone or using the phone right before the accident. If it comes down that you were involved with the phone in that accident, no matter if it was your fault or the other motorist's fault, it instantly becomes your fault. Not to mention, they can throw you in the old slammer, yes, in jail, for around 14 years. Yes, this is massively huge consequences when it comes to this deal, and may really send a message to folks out there who actually use their mobile devices while operating a motor vehicle. So it's going to be an interesting situation moving forward if this deal actually ends up flying. Last up on the list, the brand new all-aluminum F-150 official pricing has just landed for this particular machine. Now, if you buy the base model, which is the XL, the F-150 XL, comes in at a starting price of $26,615 US. But if you go all the way up to the top of the line, which is the F-150 Platinum, that particular vehicle will start off at $52,155 US. Again, that's just starting out. you could pile on some options and make that thing way more expensive. Now, if you were thinking about, well, what does this mean? All this brand new technology with the all aluminum body and everything like this, it comes at a cost, as all the prices have gone up, but not nearly as much as you may be thinking. For as little as $400 extra, you could upgrade to this particular vehicle in the overall price. Not too bad. And the high end of this deal is $3,500 US. Depending on the actual make, or the actual, I should say, model of this particular machine, as the price will go up. But not too shabby in my mind. When you're already talking about 26 to 52,000, another $3,000 is not a massive amount of money. But it'll be interesting to see just how well this new F-150 sells. I got a feeling it's going to sell just fine. And that's all there was that I thought was worth talking about for this edition of Motor Cars Enthusiasts. If you want to jump on over to the Facebook page, you can give us a like over there. We'd appreciate it. I'll put that Renaultsport video up as well if you want to check it out over there. Also, if you want to subscribe to the channel, you can do so at any time. Get the first dibs on the brand new shows as soon as they come out. I thank you for watching. And we'll see you again real soon.